how did you pick the college that you were going to do and the kind of course that you were going to do? I think a lot of people in the audience would love to know about how did you pick the college and how did you pick that course?
So there are a number of factors that go into it, and if for a bunch of reasons, the choice can get really personal, right? I think one or two big things that were personal for me was that I was obviously on a budget, right? Certain grad schools can get like really uh, expensive, and that was not something that I wanted to do. And so that was one criteria. So once I have that big criteria, then I can start filtering out based on interests. Like I said, one of my core interests was in finance, and University of Michigan had this idea. University of Michigan had this, Johns Hopkins had this, and if I remember, there's one or two, like Berkeley had this. Berkeley I didn't get into, and then there's another university that had this idea that you could, while doing a master's in statistics, you will have to take a few courses in the department. I think half of the courses have to be in the department, but the other five can actually be any like you could do courses on the engineering campus, you could do courses in the business school, etc. So that was something that was attractive to me, which is why University of Michigan was one of my top choices. Um, Generally speaking, I know friends and colleagues who have also been very particular about what they want. I know few people who are really interested in natural language processing. So the universities that they pick over there in their for their career are universities where they can work with a professor who's well renowned in that field. So if there's a particular topic that really interests you, you can always find information about what sort of professors or what sort of industry connections are there with that particular university that can help you succeed in that domain, which would be nice. For me, I'm more of a generalist, which is why I was biasing more towards let's try to do as much as I can across different fields like finance, NLP, ML, stats, all of the stuff.
Got it. That makes sense. And I think over the years, the amount of courses that have come up, I think when you applied, there probably were 5 universities which offered a data science sort of statistics course, but probably there are 30 more universities which are offering right now. But those are great input attributes. So you talked about like if you're interested in a particular field within data science, that's great, and you can look at the professors and the research that they have done to apply. And one of the earlier things that you filtered was on the kind of budget that you're on, and probably the other input would be also be like the kind of core, like the kind of score that you have on your GRE, which probably helps you filter more on the colleges as well.
Also always personal factors, right? Like, do you have family close by, all of that stuff. What I found out is